Everybody, welcome back to Steel City Live here on Mike Drop Sports. As always, hit the shit out of that like button for us here on the live stream as we go live every single day. I'm going to get a light hooked up. I don't like my lighting here a little bit. Get us a little bit brighter lighting. I think I'm kind of off. Actually, it don't look too bad. Maybe it's just on my end on my phone, but that's okay. But as always, put your comments, questions, and concerns inside of the chat and make sure that you subscribe and like and do all that good shit and share. And if you're not watching it now, you can watch it later. But as always, again, guys, thank you for joining and tuning in to us here on Steel City Live, here only here on Mike Drop Sports. And I'm your host, Jason. So we're going to dive right in with some Steelers news here ahead of the Week 1 battle as the Pittsburgh Steelers take on the Atlanta Falcons. I got many of your score predictions in there. So that's pretty cool to see your score stuff going on and getting those. Sorry, I'm getting my computer going if it ever loads up here. There we go. Because I want to be able to have the chat. So I got to I'm going to have to restart it because I don't want to reach over the microphone to tap my phone here. So I definitely want to get the chat up and running on there. But I will until I get it running. TD, what's up, Rich? How are you guys? Good to see you. Appreciate you guys for being in the chat early. I know I started a couple minutes early, but we will start getting everybody filtering in here. I'm trying sitting up a little bit taller, man. I tried it earlier in my morning upload, so we'll see how it works. Gives me a little bit to where I'm not just sitting straight down, hurting my ass on the chair. So yeah, here we are. There we go, guys. I think I'm caught up. I think I got the chat. Yep, there we go. Good deal. I think I have everything in there, so we will be good. What's up, Sean? How are you, my friend? There we are. Okay, good deal. Good, man. Anything that you guys have that you want to talk about? We'll talk about some of the comments that's been made by some of the people around the NFL. Today's theme for the show that I really wanted to emphasize with that wide receiver room. It's now or never. It's now. The time is now to step up. You've had people that have beat you down. If you're those wide receivers and you've been hearing all the noise this offseason, you've taken a lot of criticism. And then you're having some people out there, myself included, that think you can get the job done. So you need to go out there and you need to prove what's going to happen here. Are you going to stink up the damn joint? Or are you going to come out and have some damn fire in your belly and you're going to get this thing done and really show what you're made of and what you can do? So I'm excited. I know a lot of people aren't for this wide receiver room, and I get it, and I understand. And I know the Steelers don't spend no damn money on offense. I get that. I understand it. But I really, truly believe in this wide receiver room. I think that there are some players in there that can really make a difference, and it's not all George Pickens. Now, however, George Pickens is an absolute freak in nature, according to players on his own football team. Deshaun Elliott has a statement out there that he had talked about with the media, talking about how George Pickens is an absolute freak of nature, and basically saying that you shouldn't have that kind of ability. Yeah, that's really damn cool to hear from one of your starting safeties on your top-rated defense, in my opinion, at least on paper here ahead of the season. John Broadway, what's up, man? How are you? Danny George, what's up? Thanks, man. Yeah, I just saw yours, Danny, right before it came on. Yeah, man, we'll figure it out one day, man. Definitely. I appreciate you being patient, though, my friend. Sean says, I think Van Jefferson has something to prove. And I think that is an accurate statement from Sean. I think that is definitely something that Van Jefferson wants to do. Go out there and prove all these pundits wrong. Why? Because they've basically said a guy that has a short NFL career is done, sucks, washed up, not good, fourth, fifth, sixth, type guy on your depth chart. Not a guy that you can lean on, not a guy that you can rely on. And I think how quickly people forget about what people can do in this league. And Van Jefferson, when having the opportunity and being healthy, was a very productive member of a Super Bowl winning team. Had double-digit touchdowns. That can't be overlooked. That can't be overlooked. And I'm sorry, Van Jefferson can do it. And people that want to continually overlook him, that's fine. But you probably should have drafted this dude on your fantasy team because I think he's going to put up some fucking numbers. Excuse my French. Sorry, I'm getting fired up. You can tell it's getting close to the season, man. You can tell it's getting close to the season. John Broadway, I'm looking towards our tight ends to help out our receiver room. I think definitely that tight end room is going to shine, and we're not going to overlook them. We've been talking a lot about them this offseason, guys, and I really have high hopes for them. I'm really, really pleased with the way that they've developed, per se, this offseason, and I think they'll continue to show that and develop throughout this regular season and push to really be a significant, meaningful unit on this team. And I think it's going to be a good safety valve for a guy like Russell Wilson to really lean on a room like that is going to be able to come up in big situations to be real chain movers, man. What you're going to do if you're the Steelers, and let's face the facts, and this is no secret, and they aren't making it a secret for the rest of the league. They are going to run that football down your throat. That's what they want to do. They want to run it down your throat and get you loaded up in the box, and then they want to attack you. Once they're able to get those favorable one-on-one matchups, especially with George Pickens and with those other guys, then they want to attack you in a major, major way. That's what the Steelers are looking for. They want to be able to use those tight ends as an extension of the run game, if you really think about it. They're going to want those guys to pick up those 5, 6, 7-yard pass plays to really be chain movers, man, to really hold that ball. Time of possession is going to be ultra key for this Steelers team moving forward here, and it has to be something that is focused on because you can't win shootouts. It's just not the way this offense is going to be designed. Now, possibly you can put up some points like that here and there, but it can't be an every week thing. You have to be able to control the time of possession. You have to win football games 24, 27 to 10, 27 to 20, 21, whatever. That's where you're going to win football games. And I know that doesn't look like a formula for success in today's modern era of the NFL. However, I think it can be done. And I know the Steelers, again, don't spend anything on offense. I get that. But you got to look at all the variables at play, too, and maybe why some of the reasons that they haven't spent a shit ton of money there. What's up, Tom Ford? Steelers Nation 412. What are your expectations on Calvin Austin? Let me get a drink, and I'm going to answer Steelers Nation 412. I'm going to answer his question. I'm so thirsty when we get back from practice. But anyway, my expectations for Calvin Austin, the answer Steelers Nation 412, answer his question here. My expectations are extremely high, and I say this why? Because this is Calvin Austin's real true second year. I know it's his third year. I understand when he came into the league. But if you really think about it, this is his second year, and I expect him to take that leap. And the way that young man has worked this offseason, I don't think he'll be denied. I think that he is going to come and be able to really be a major contributor. I think he is going to be able to really help Russell Wilson blow the tops off our defenses. I think he is going to be able to still be able to run routes underneath, run drag routes, run routes that are precision routes, not just deep threat. He's not going to be a one-trick pony. I think that he's really worked on his craft this offseason, and I think you're going to see a significant leap from Calvin Austin in technically, in my eyes, year 2 of his play. And what he is going to be able to do, I think, is going to be special. I don't think that he is going to be just some second-rate guy that gets the ball here and there. I think he's going to be utilized. The only thing I worry about is his blocking technique, but I think that he's really worked on that, and I think that he understands that he has to do that at a high level in order to be incorporated into this offense. And again, I have super high hopes for him, and I think that the Steelers found a guy in Calvin Austin that they're going to be able to lean on. And I know that they don't really shy away from smaller receivers. They actually value them. So I'm really interested to see the amount of reps Calvin gets down in Atlanta, and I think that you'll see him a good bit. I think you'll see him out there quite often. And again, I don't think he'll be a one-trick pony. Van Jefferson is the guy I think will end up being this number 2 and evolve into that because of his body type, the way he can run routes, what he can do on the football field. But I think Calvin Austin will be a 2B. And then we'll see where the rest of this room shakes out for your Steelers. Tom Ford, what's up, my man? Mason Wing, go Pack, go. Sean with the terrible towel and the Steelers emojis. Love it. JN, USMC, hate to even ask any thoughts on the Jets. I don't think the Jets are going to be a bad football team. I mean, when you have Aaron Rodgers, You can't be horrible. You know what I mean? I think the Jets are going to have a solid damn defense. I think they're going to be able to play solid offense if Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy. And I think they'll be in the shuffle come the end of the season. I don't think they'll be a team that's not. I don't think they're going to be just some outcast garbage team. I think they're going to be competitive. And I think teams really need to watch out for the Jets, that they're not just going to take them for granted and say that they're the same old Jets, because I don't think they will be. I just don't think they will be. I think they'll win some ball games, man. So I wouldn't get too down on your Jets just yet, JS USMC, and thank you for your service, my friend. John Broadway, Cutthroat, we're all getting fired up, Jason, and we need to get pumped up for our first game. Absolutely, man. Also, I wanted to bring this up, and I thought of something cool, and I want to try to incorporate it into our post-game show. You can email us at micdropsports@yahoo.com. I'd like to see every week what you're doing for the game. Take a candid shot of what you guys are doing, partying, whatever, with your Steelers gear on, in your man caves, in your woman caves, whatever you're doing in order to watch the game, and what you're wearing. Just something fun, a fun picture rooting for the Steelers. And I want to put those into collages and have those to put up and display on our social media sites to just show people our community and what kind of fun you guys are having during Steeler games. Even if you're out tailgating, send those pictures in, and I'll make them and put them in the thumbnail of the post-game show, all that good stuff. We'll definitely use them and make collages out of them, and share them for you guys to see also. And I think that will be something really fun to do. So make sure you send your game day photos to micdropsports@yahoo.com to get involved and let everybody see what kind of fun you're having throughout the season. Steelers Nation 412, I'm excited for critics to doubt us again, because they are always wrong with us. Guys, you got to be careful, and you're right, Steelers Nation 412. These national media guys, and I have to always warn people, they are looking at 32 NFL teams. We are intimately looking at a football team the majority of the time. Now, I look at a little bit of a broader range. I look at majority AFC teams. NFC teams are a little bit harder for me. I don't have the time to get into them as much as I'd like to. I do pay attention. But AFC teams in particular, try to take a deeper dive into them, mostly as much as I can. But we're looking at a team more intimately. And when you're looking at a national media standpoint and you're looking at all 32 teams, and you have to have topics of discussion for all of them, your topics are going to be vague, shallow. You're not going to have that intimate knowledge. You're not going to really know the true depth of a football team, and you can take guesses and swings at it sometimes and maybe hit on it and be right here and there. But it's hard to give a real true opinion and be accurate. That's why they are always wrong with these teams. And it's not just the Steelers. They're wrong about lots of people. They'll crown champions in the preseason that suck. Because why? They didn't get an intimate look. They saw what they did last year in 2023. They tried to ball that all up and put it into this season. Well, that's not the way it works. So you got to look at each team differently. You got to look at each team in depth and really gain that knowledge and really understand a football team from inside out. Let me get another drink, guys. Sorry, I'm still trying to get rid of this cold. I've been doing some of those remedies you guys talked about. The garlic worked. Just bad breath. But anyway, Steeler Nation 412, Smash Mouth football and sacks left and right has always been Steeler football. Guys, I love that brand of football, and I know a lot of people want to see a lot of points and high-flying acrobatics with the wide receivers and just a really greatest show on turf type offense. I understand that. It's fun. It's fun to score points. I get it. But I am a football purist, and I love defense. I love blocking. I love the basics, the fundamentals, the foundation of the game. I love those things, and I think that's why I'm so attracted to the Steelers as a fan, because that's where I think the Steelers really tried to hang their hat. That's just my opinion. TD, Atlanta's tight ends had over 120 targets last year. I don't think our whole team had that many last year. No, but if they're going to go into this year kind of doing the same thing, which I highly doubt, because you have Tom Arth, or Zach Arth, I think his name is. No. Who was that guy? Who's their new, we interviewed this dude. He's from the Rams. I can't think of his name, man. I'm thinking of our guy, Arth, the quarterback's coach. But anyway, their new offensive coordinator, I think, is going to mix things up. You're going to see more of a Sean McVay, spread it out a little bit, try to mix it up. You're going to still see a lot of flying around with the pass game. But I think one thing for the Steelers that's going to be really key is the speed of those linebackers, and the real heads-up play of the back end of the Steelers defense in terms of the safeties and Minkah Fitzpatrick and Deshaun Elliott. I think that is going to neutralize a lot of teams from just throwing the ball all over the yard, because I think that the Steelers are going to be really solid in the middle with speedy linebacker play and really be able to come downhill on these guys. I think the edge rushers are going to play a big role. Hopefully you got a guy like Cam Hayward that just got new money. I got criticized because I told the truth about him. I said, hey, Cam Hayward, a guy that's had a monster career in the NFL, a guy that I think has done really, really well. But is he a Hall of Fame player? I don't know. I think he's a Steelers Hall of Honor player, but I don't want to crown Hall of Fame players before their damn career's over. There's very few players that you can do that with, period. They just don't come around all the time. And I'm not saying Cam won't be a guy in the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying that. But I am saying this. Don't crown a guy before his career's over. And I think it's a little soft nowadays to get into the Hall of Fame. I think it's a little watered down. I think they have a quota that they have to meet every year in terms of players from different eras and different things like that water this down, if you're asking me about the Hall of Fame. Does it mean as much anymore? I don't know. I don't know. I still think it has a lot of value, but damn, they're watering it down. And I just don't think everybody should get in the Hall of Fame just because you were rooted for by the fans and the fan base of your franchise thought that you had an okay career, that you thought you had played a good career. I think you need some hardware behind it. I think you need some Lombardis. I think there are very few players in the NFL that should make it to the Hall of Fame without championships on their resume. That's just my opinion. What do we gauge this game off of? What do we gauge greatness off of in this game? That is championships, Lombardi trophies. And if you don't have those on your resume, you better be damn good. And Cam Hayward don't got a one. I'm just saying. Just saying. What's up, Justin Meneke, Tom Ford? Well, sorry, I lost your comment here. Let me find it again. Just busting balls. That's the fun thing about football season is Smack Top. Absolutely, dude. No doubt about it. We love it. Russ, what's up, man? Thank you. It does. I've been doing some of the remedies you guys said. Macedo 16, they're going to scheme tight ends more if wide receivers can't get it done. Yeah, but you can't become one-dimensional with the tight end room either, guys, and that will cause the tight end room not to have success. You can't lean on them way too much. You can't become one-dimensional with anything in the NFL. You have to stay balanced, man. And the wide receivers, that's why I say in the thumbnail, it's now. The time is now. You got to get it done. You can't leave your teammates out there hanging out, man, to where they're going to get screwed over because people can focus on them because they know you're not a dangerous unit. You can't play that game. You got to be able to do some shit. I get what you're saying, though. Scheme them up. They're going to have to, no doubt about it. But, man, will that really be a brutal hit if this wide receiver room can't produce. All right, guys, we're about 20 minutes into the show here on Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason, so make sure you are hitting the shit out of that like button for us here. That's the most important, as it sends the show through the YouTube algorithm and really puts the show out there for others to see. So make sure you're hitting that like button when you come in, and also sharing the content on your social medias. I truly appreciate that. And let's continue to build this community. We've been gaining lots of Mafia members, lots of subscribers, so I truly appreciate all of your help with that. So let's continue up that solid work as we push toward that 4,000 goal here that we need to hit before Sunday. We can do it. We can do it. I got faith in the Mafia, bro. Oh, my voice is starting to get now. It's starting to go now. John Broadway, each team that we play has their strengths as to how we need to approach our methods and goals. Be smart and make decisions when it matters, not at halftime. Yeah, your main game plan needs to be formulated far before you reach halftime. Absolutely, no doubt. But adjustments need to be made throughout the game, not just halftime. Throughout the ball game, you need to constantly be adjusting. That's the name of the game in this league. And I think the Steelers definitely will be a lot better in their schemes because I think Arthur Smith will be far superior to what Matt Canada was able to provide scheme wise. Yes, you have to have the players to execute those schemes. I do think the Steelers can get it done, but I definitely think Arthur Smith will adapt to every team each week and have a new game plan and really emphasize a different unit each week according to the team's weaknesses that they're playing. And that's why I don't think you're going to see guys, week after week be the steady workhorses. I think you're going to see a mix up this year. I think you're going to see one week the tight ends really shine, the wide receivers really shine, the next week the runners, et cetera, et cetera. I really think that there's going to be a different and eccentric game plan each and every week, and I think that's exactly why they brought Arthur Smith in to really have an offensive identity that is able to adapt and overcome throughout the ball game. I think that's exactly one of the big reasons that you saw Arthur Smith become the Steelers' offensive coordinator. Beast Insane question: Ravens or Bengals? Neither. No, I think the Ravens are better than the Bengals. I do think that. That's just my opinion. I think the Ravens play far better defensively than the Bengals, and I think that matters late in the year. And I think that's when you're going to see, I know that's when you're going to see a lot of this divisional play. And I think defense is really going to matter. And I think if you're the Steelers, that's going to be one reason you need to really control the ball on football or control the football time of possession is to be able to keep that defense healthy. Because I think when you get into these AFC North football games at the back half of this season, these defenses are really going to come through and be very clutch for these teams because defense is going to mean so damn much, man. I really don't know how much more I could emphasize it. But I think the Ravens are better than the Bengals. Damn. Tyrone Johnson, what side of the line is Jones playing? He's playing on the right tackle spot. Might be the best choice right now, but I'd rather see Jones start to get into that left tackle spot if that's what you drafted him to do. If not, just move Troy Fautanu there when he's healthy and allow this offensive line to grow and keep it how it is. I'm tired of the musical chairs. I think that's a mistake roster management-wise on Mike Tomlin's part, and I think it's a grave mistake. You cannot constantly have an offensive line in flux. I understand the injuries right now, but you need to figure out where these guys are playing and get them in position, man, and start to build and start to roll with this thing and get things going. Beast Insane, we did that. Russ, hi, Jason TD John. He's talking to everybody. Good to see you, Beast Insane. Don't spam the chat, Beast Insane. I get it, man. I'll read you. I read every comment. You don't got to spam the chat, bro. Rich Kuzma, I like the young line when they heal and get a chance to gel and play their position. They will be spectacular. I think eventually they will be, and I think you hit it on the head there, Rich, no doubt. And I'm excited for it also. And young talent is always something to be super pumped up about, definitely. Miss Pittsburgh in the house. What's up? Wave that terrible towel for Miss Pittsburgh. LOL garlic is anti-everything. It is, Rich. No doubt about it. It'll kill anything, man. But it's damn good. It's good for your health, I think. Oh, man. I did take some stuff, though, that got the mucus a little bit out, but that's why I think it's trying to come out a little bit more. Hold on. Let's go, people. Hit the like button for Miss Pittsburgh. Best show in town is here. Thank you, Miss Pittsburgh. Appreciate it. John Broadway, look, I went to the very first Arena Bowl in Pittsburgh, Old Igloo. But the NFL isn't that. Ground and pound, smash mouth is the key to ball control. That's what works. It's a tried and true formula. And it's the Steelers have stuck to that formula for a lot of years, and it's won them 6 championships. And I don't know why people always want to beat that formula up and act like it's a formula that doesn't work. It's a formula that they've stuck to, and it's made them one of the league's premier franchises, whether people like to admit that or not. Let's keep going here. Let's keep going through the chats. Brent, less than 24 hours until my life has meaning again. Yes, Brent's our resident Buffalo Bills fan. He's always here rooting on his Bills, but he's a cool dude to talk to. So, Brent, good luck to your ball club unless you're playing the Steelers. But yeah, man, it's awesome to have football back, and I'm glad your team gets to play early, man. Russ, hi to everyone. Keep getting bounced. Try to say hi. No, I think from the thing if you swipe, yeah. And my wife's life, we'll be getting overwhelmed. Oh, you're getting don't get overwhelmed, man. Stay chill, stay even, man. Try not to let yourself get overwhelmed. Steelers, Liam and Charlie's YT, man. I haven't been in here for a while. Remember Steelers better? I like the Steelers. They are better. Good to see you, man. Hold on. We got your messages, Russ. We keep getting them, buddy. You're all right. We're seeing them. I don't know why you get bounced. It's hard. Sometimes if you swipe weird when we use this shorts view, it's a pain in the ass. That's why we're going to be going to StreamYard here before long. We'll hit this 4,000 mark, and then we're probably going to take off to that StreamYard and start doing our shows that way. So it'll be imperative that you subscribe, turn on a notification bell for the people that aren't, and yeah, make sure you know when to come on and come in. It'll be announced in the community section and shared there and shared on our social medias, Facebook, X, and I'm going to try to get more active on the other ones, but it's very hard and time consuming. So I'm really trying my best to do that. But once I start getting some help with promotion and things of that nature, I think things will take a little bit different turn and we'll grow again and keep on growing. Burrow's injury is being taken too lightly. Not having a full range of motion will make them scramble. Passes on third down won't be the same. Burrow is constantly injured, dude, and I don't understand it. I know lots of people like that, it seems, though. Hi, Tyrone, Beast, and saying hi, Danny. Oh, damn, my chat keeps moving, too. Let me get back up in here. I'm excited to see our defense this year. That's from Sean. Hope you're doing great, Russ. That's from Danny George. Bestie, I am. Thanks, Danny. Jason, we are getting a lot of new members. Seems like it. Yeah, Russ, it does, man. I agree, man. I like it. I like it. It's so cool to have the conversation continue to be added, you know, to keep getting more and more people. Tom Ford, I don't think I ever mentioned that Mike Tomlin sucks. No, Tom has never mentioned that. Here we go from his Pittsburgh, Patrick Queen and Landon Roberts. I like it, man. I'm down. We got that terrible towel. I thought you loved Tomlin, Tom. Everybody get your game face on. Yeah, I can't wait until this weekend. John Broadway, Dan Marino didn't win any Super Bowls because he didn't have any running game, and worse, no good defense either. Yeah, well, you got to be on that caliber, John Cutthroat. You got to be on that caliber of player, if, in my opinion, to get into the Hall of Fame without a championship on your resume. You got to be that kind of dude, you know, and there ain't very many dudes that are that kind of player. There just aren't, and it's okay. To be considered even for a Steelers Hall of Honor guy is a great, great honor to me, considering they own a wing in the Hall of Fame. I mean, so definitely, I think it's all big honors, and I think Cam's deserving of some things, no doubt. Sean, can you put that link up for the pick'ems, please? You can put it in there, and I'll pin it to the chat. Just let me know when you do it, and I'll try to do it. Sorry if you heard that. My garage door was closed. My wife just got home. Burrow has the Cincinnati Jinx on their quarterbacks. What a waste of talent. Yeah, no doubt, Cutthroat. No doubt. No doubt at all. Or no doubt. Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, Sean, put that link up there, and I'll pin it if you can. I'd appreciate it. All right, guys, about 28 minutes in now, so make sure you're hitting the shit out of that like button for us here on Steel City Live, our daily live show, talking Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to be live also Sunday, post-game Steelers Atlanta, with our live post-game reactions, live post-game show where you can come and have your voice heard, and we'll be talking some Steelers football. Now, I will caution you, the chat will be busy on those days. You get a lot of people that come in that don't normally come into the show, so the chat will be busy, so make sure you get your Mic Drop Mafia membership for 99 cents a month. That way you have chat priority in that in those shows, because I can tell you sometimes they get up to 100, 125, 150 even. Excuse me, make sure you get your Mafia membership for that so you have priority in the chat. Sam Mason, the Steelers easily can hold Drake London in check, in my opinion. Stop the run, and we leave with a dub. Absolutely. Let me pin this comment from Sean. Let me try to anyway. Nope, that was Sam's. Ah, shit. Damn. I don't want to open it. I want to pin it. Damn, guys. Sean, I'm going to try to pin it, man. Guys, there's the link. I can't pin it for some reason. I'm not sure why I'm trying to pin it for you guys, but it is what it is. Oh, there we go. Pin message. All right, guys. Sean's link to the Fantasy Pick'em League is now pinned in the comments section. So make sure you go ahead and hit that and sign up for that Fantasy League where you pick them and you rank in confidence, in terms of confidence. And you can play against Sean and I and many, many others inside of that room. We're almost up to, I think, maybe 20, even over that now. So make sure you get in there and play against us to have some bragging rights here on the channel. I think it'll be something really fun to do that Sean has organized for us. So I really, really, truly appreciate that. But again, guys, that is in the pinned comments here on this live feed. So make sure you hit that and get your spot in the ESPN Fantasy Pick'em League. It'll be a really, really cool time. And again, give you some bragging rights here on the channel when you take that butt whooping from your daddy. No, I'm just playing. Hey, I'm in mid-season form. I'm talking shit when we're playing, man. Yeah, Sean, he's laughing. The only thing I'm not into is the confidence because I never did it because you got to rank them, you know. But other than that, I like to just pick them straight up. But I'm going to get used to it and try to like get better and better at it. But the idea, guys, is to take the games that you have the most confidence in and pick those to get the most points. Like 15, 16 points is what you can get. So you need to make sure the games that you think are surefire winners that you pick, those are the ones you put in those slots. That'll get you those points. So if those surefire games win, your 15 and 16 pointers, you're coming out of there with 31, 32 points instantly. Boom. You know what I mean? That's how you kind of can accumulate a lot of points. Who wants to break tables tomorrow? No, that's reserved for you Buffalo crazies up there. I admire your enthusiasm up there in Buffalo. But I am not going through a table for any football team for anybody, period, unless I get put through it. And I hope the hell that don't happen because I'll break. I'm not in fighting mode no more in my life. Nick says, great test for week one. Atlanta going to be a tough one. Bijan going off and Cousins dropping dimes. Q Renegade song. I'm not as confident in them, but I definitely think it'll be a good test. I think Cousins is going to have a little bit of difficulty. He hasn't played in a long time after that Achilles injury. Again, we don't know the level of it. We don't know the grade of it, so I'm not sure. But Achilles is tough to come back from and definitely is going to be something that you may notice. It's definitely something that can hinder a player for a long period of time. It's definitely a difficult recovery yeah, get done there. Sorry, guys. I lost my train of thought. I was thinking of something else. Miss Pittsburgh, let go. I am in. All right, Miss Pittsburgh's in. Cousins will be running for his life. I think the Steelers are going to be able to apply a lot of pressure, guys. No doubt about it. I'm going to fair warn you guys. I'm only going to be going 45 minutes. I'm going to try to keep my voice a little bit better. It's literally raw. So, again, your remedies have worked. You guys know what the hell you're talking about. Which is crazy to me that you all knew all these remedies. But they have definitely started working a little bit, so hopefully here in the next couple days, I'll be able to go an hour. We went an hour last night, and when I got off this show, literally, dude, I could barely swallow my dinner. It was just ridiculous, bro. My dogs are barking. What's up, Tyler? How are you, my friend? Good to see you in the chat, man. As always, John Broadway, we break hearts in Dubberg. Hell's freaking yeah, go Stullers. Yeah, guys, you guys know what you're talking about, though, for sure, man. I was just thinking of that. I'm like, my breath is probably rank. Thank God I'm not talking to you guys, like, straight on. Tom Ford, I thought Eagles fans did that breaking table shit. No, that's Brent and his Bills Mafia people, bro. They go through tables. Maybe the Eagles fans do it, too. I got to tell you this story, guys. When I was in Delaware, I lived in Delaware during my military days, and I went to a game at Lincoln Financial Field and watched the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers many moons ago. and I believe it was Ben Roethlisberger when he got sacked a gazillion times. I got to tell you, that fan base there, I'll never go back to that stadium unless I had like regular clothes on. I will never wear Steeler gear again. I had beer spilled on me on purpose. I had shit thrown at me. That was a bad place to be, dude. I don't know if they're still like that, but I can tell you that day, I thought I was going to get my ass beat up in that joint. Kevin Scheuer will get some pressure, but they definitely have a hell of an O-line. Yeah, they are stacked up. They have a lot of nice quality draft picks there on their team, man. No doubt about it. They've got some real talent down there in Atlanta. Mike Drop Sports, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Thank you, buddy. Good to hear. Rich Kuzma, garlic. We need to wear that garlic necklace, man. Keep people away. Tyler, Tom Ford, no, it isn't. It's the Buffalo Bills fans who do that close, though. John Broadway, I want to meet up. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure this one out. Sorry, guys. Let me see. I wanted to meet up with you, Jason, and our mob members. Me too, man. I've been trying. Danny lives right down the road from me. I owe him his plaque. It's been sitting here on my, leaning up against my other computer for a while since he won the last drawing. We were going to meet up, and literally, dude, it becomes so hard with life. But maybe if I can get down to a game, something. We got to do something. Maybe I can talk like a bar into letting us do a live show from there or something like that, you know? Maybe if Sean bring his ass up from Hawaii, we could go do something like that. You never know, man. You never know where this road will take us this season, man. Things could blow up. We just don't know. We don't know. Hey, there's people. Yeah, never mind. I won't say that. Yeah, I don't want to say it. Never mind. Sorry. Bad thought. Bad thought. Brent, that's sad. It's normally like that. Bad apples and stuff. Most Bills fans are happy. We're doing well. Don't hate the person. Just dislike the team. Yeah, you can talk all the shit you want to me. That's fun. I have fun with that, and I think it's awesome. But, man, when you spill beer down my back and it's chilly and I got to drive home, you know, like it's hours away, like it wasn't. Damn, it's rough, bro. I will fly out for a mic drop event. We need it, Sean. We need to do it, man, soon. Mic Drop Sports, according to my line I got a few days ago, I have the Atlanta Falcons as favorites against the Pittsburgh Steelers at 3.5 points, but I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers and the under. I think that's a smart bet. Yeah, the Steelers are dogs, 3.5 points, but if it were me putting a bet down, I'm more comfortable going with the Steelers because I think if you look at the overall trajectory of both ball clubs defensively, I really like the Steelers having the edge there. I think you have a quarterback coming back from a significant injury in the Atlanta Falcons. I understand they have some major offensive linemen, and they're going to be pretty decent there. They're going to have the good running back. They're going to have some good passing targets. But I think overall, if you look at this game starting out week one, I'm giving the Steelers a little bit of edge here. And I know the betting lines are usually pretty accurate. I look for it to be a decent game, but I do look for the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this ball game 28-10. Now, I do caution you this. I think that the Atlanta Falcons come out quick and get that 10 points for some reason. The more I think about this game, I think the Atlanta Falcons come out and you see the Steelers trailing 10-3 at the end of the first quarter, something crazy like that. And then I think you start to see this defense really get amped up, make a splash play, and that's when the Steelers really pour it on and come out to be 28-10 victors in week one. That's just my thought process. That's where I'm at right now as we sit on a Wednesday night here doing the show. So that may change by the end of the week, depending on injuries, depending on how the situation changes. What's up, Cameron? How are you? Cameron Seal. Tyler, do you think I'm making a good choice by taking the Pittsburgh Steelers? Should the Pittsburgh Steelers lose on Sunday afternoon, make it by a score of between? I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win flat out. I think they'll cover the spread. I think if you're going to hammer that, you hammer it with the Steelers. It's just my opinion. I think defensively, again, the Steelers are going to be able to keep it close no matter what the ball game. So I think you'll still hit the score. But I think the Pittsburgh Steelers win that ball game and definitely cover, no doubt about it. I just placed my bet tonight on the Pittsburgh Steelers game. Let's go Steelers. Absolutely. I'm pumped for you guys. I hope you all win, man. I don't try to bet on that anymore, especially the Steelers, because I'm too vested in them. So I try not to bet on them. But that's just my theory. When I do, I feel like I jinx them. So I try not to. All right, guys, we're about 40 minutes in. We're going to go for probably about another 5 minutes or so. So make sure you hit that shit out of that like button for us here on Steel City Live, only here on Mic Drop Sports. Dude, I'm telling you guys, I think this bird, he hasn't done it yet, so the gate's open again. I think he is taking his beak and knocking this up during the course of the day, because the way this cage is, there's 3 slats where they're like gates that you can pull up. You can put food in them. You can open the big gate, but that has a rod in it. This little bastard over here, you know how I feel about this bird. I hate this bird to the core of my soul. It's my son's bird. That's why I take excellent care of it, because I feel bad. I don't want anything to happen to it. But I hate this bird, bro. I hate this bird. But anyway, I have to take good care of it. It is what it is. But this little bastard is smart. It's a parakeet. It is opening that gate, bro. I'm telling you. It's the far right side. It's open again. This is 2 nights in a row. And I'm surprised that little bastard hasn't hit me, man. I'm telling you. Because when he gets out, he comes, dude. And he's vicious. And he comes for blood, my friends. Let me close that gate one more time, because I am definitely afraid that he is going to light me the hell up. So stand by. Do not move. Oh, all right. The bird is safe, my friends. The bird is safe. Caution, crisis averted. I came in late, but I got my like button smashed. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate you. Sean laughing at me again. He was on here last night. When Sean was on last night, I was like, dude, the gate is open. And I'm telling you, that little thing is fast, bro. Dude, my wife will lose her mind if we wake up in the middle of the night and that bird's flying around our bedroom. She will lose it. Because the bird's in the spare room, the bonus room that we're doing this in, and literally our bedroom's like right down the hallway there. That little bastard comes in there, she will lose her damn mind, bro. I might die of a heart attack. She wakes me up like that in the middle of the night. It's a parakeet, Miss Pittsburgh. It's a little bastard. No, it's a parakeet, Denise. Yes, they are very smart, and he's opening. He is. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to like put some like a little metal piece or something in there to like block it. You know what I mean? Rich Kuzma, The Birds, saw the movie The Birds. I hate that movie, dude. I always think that it can really happen, man. When I was a kid, I always used to remember like the snow geese and shit that would come land in the South Connellsville playground, man, and there'd be hundreds, thousands of them. They would just land there, and I don't know if they still do it, and that must have been like one of their spots because it was a big open field, and they would land there, and there would be thousands, tens of thousands of them, dude. They'd scare the shit out of me, and it happened about once a year, man. It would be wild to see. Denise Marie, oh my God, I love that movie, The Birds. It's scary. Okay, I'm trying to join fantasy, but don't know how. Only asked me if I want to delete the pin. I don't know how you're gonna have to, let me look at it, Russ, and I'll email you how to join it, because it looks complicated and it seems like it, because I had trouble at first too. But let me look at the app and look at the steps one more time, and then I'll text you the step for step. Or Sean can message me step for step, and I can copy and paste it and send it to you. But we'll get you in. I know, dude. Birds always are crazy. They're everywhere. I know they are. I know. But this one we have all the time, so I won't say that. Paperclip. Yeah, Cutthroat. That's a good idea, bro. I could paperclip those. Yeah, that's a good idea, bro. He won't be able to get that out. No problem, Russ. We'll get you in, bro. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. As always, bro, it'll work out. Man, you know what, guys? I really tried to do this transition to be up. I wanted my whole idea is to eventually be standing, but I don't want to stand the whole time. But we'll try it out, man. We'll try it out. I'm going to stand a little bit, but I thought standing would be a little bit better. You know what I mean? Because my desk moves up and down. I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of feeling the vibe, man. We're trying to figure it out. Sean can help too, Russ. There we go. We got 2 people on it. Sean's been doing it for years, playing in this league, so not too bad. All right, guys. Any other comments, questions, and concerns about the Steelers here as we sit on a Wednesday, guys. Let's double check Steelers news to make sure we haven't missed anything that we haven't covered here today on the show. You did hear that Chad Ochocinco had some harsh words, I think, about the wide receiver room. I thought I seen that as a headline. Cam Hayward says that Brett Kiesel was the first ex-Steeler to text him congratulations on the new contract. I'm trying to see anything else. Steelers versus Falcons keys to victory. We did that. Mid outside of their edge rushers, still don't think there is anyone outside of those two guys who are above average. Dude, that's just a dumb tweet. I gotta be honest. If you're not looking at the defense as a whole and you're going to call the rest of it mid, you're stupid. You don't know football, and I'm just not being an asshole. Joey Porter Jr. is an elite talent. Minkah Fitzpatrick is potentially an all-pro every damn year. He's an elite talent, period. Patrick Queen is a stud. Elandon Roberts has been a steady veteran Super Bowl winning presence inside of the NFL for a while. He is a stud. Dante Jackson can play at a high level. Peyton Wilson, the rookie, going to be phenomenal. Deshaun Elliott, going to be phenomenal. Guy that can do the dirty work and allow Minkah Fitzpatrick to do what? Get freed up to make a lot of moves, man. Be that ball hawk that we so love. Let's continue. I think Cam Hayward maybe has his bounce back season if he can remain healthy. I really like the weight that Keanu Benton has lost and how excitingly faster, how much faster he's becoming, how exciting that is. I love a young guy like a Nick Herbig that can potentially do some real damn damage, that you can line up basically anywhere and make a real X factor. Do not sleep on this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. And I think if anybody is, and people that put out comments and tweets like that, tell us you don't know football without telling us you don't know football. Just saying. Just saying. No, they can't get him signed, Miss Pittsburgh. Russ, when I was 6 years old, cousin was watching us, wanted us to go to bed. So she had alone time with her boyfriend, so had us watch the birds. I was traumatized. I got a story, man, when I was working for the fire department back in the day. I went in for this call, this ambulance assist call, where we went to pick up a medical patient. And when I went into this house, this dude had this big-ass parrot, dude. When it spread its wings, I guarantee that some bitch had to been like 6 foot spread, dude. It was monster, dude. Scared the shit out of me. I may think it's bigger just because I seen it and it scared the shit out of me. But this dude couldn't control it because he couldn't get up, man. So he was like incapacitated. Alert and oriented, but a guy that couldn't move. So, without giving you too much information. But this guy couldn't control this bird, and this bird would be protective of its person, that it, was its owner. And it would swoop in and try to get you, dude, and hit you. And, dude, that bird freaked me the hell out, man. I just remember being in the bathroom where this patient was, and this bird come from the living room, swooping in, dude. I thought it was going to gouge my eyes out. But that traumatized me from birds, and I hate birds now. Your story's funny. Them damn Cincinnati Bengals got some problems. I think so, too. Rich Kuzma, the defense is stud. I believe so, too, man. I don't understand why this person put this tweet. Let me see who it was so we can make fun of them. It was a comment on Reddit. Never mind. You won't know who it is. I thought it was like some, monetized account that likes to stir shit. John Broadway. Good night, Cutthroat. We'll see you, buddy. Black and gold forever, baby. Good night, Sean, man. Good to see you, buddy, in the chat. I had a parakeet. I was gone for summer camp at Boy Scouts. My sister got dive bombed all the time trying to feed it yet. The bastard. Try to clean that cage, man. I have to grab it, sometimes and like hold it, and it'll pick at my hand, man. So I have to wear gloves that will nail me, and it'll bite through the gloves. All right, guys, I got to get off here. It's 50 minutes. My voice is killing me. So, again, man, I appreciate you all bearing with me, giving me 10 minutes of off time here. More than we usually go an hour, but it's all good, man. And continue to get pumped up for this season because things are getting fun, man. We're getting fun, and we're about to have members-only content. We're about to have post-game shows, pre-game shows. Well, as much as possible. I coach football, so I'm not always available for pregame shows unless I do them really early in the morning. Or, yeah, we'll see. I'll try to fit them in as best I can. So we'll see what happens, man. Again, continue to like, share, subscribe, all the good shit. I appreciate it. And until tomorrow, man, I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports, and the show's Steel City Live. Until then, peace. Thank you, guys.